Greetings, good evening, how you doing? Sunday night, just after 9 o'clock in the Metroplex. Welcome to Global Championship Wrestling's GCW Radio. Live from the Vault in the Beyond Ringside Studios in beautiful Birmingham, Alabama. Glad to have you on board on this Sunday night edition. GCW Commissioner Fast Eddie Lane behind the control panel, welcoming in tag team partner for this hour, the real JJ Tanner. JJ, how you doing, buddy?
Doing great, Eddie. Good evening. Great to be here, man.
Heck of a night last night. It really was. And a special surprise that you were joining me last night for commentary for the television product for the next for last night's show.
It was, and I have to say that was the first time Eddie doing that live, and I know now what you talk about when you talk about having a rush, and it was awesome. I mean, the fans that were there, I know the energy that you talk about now, and I felt that last night, and it was just an awesome night, and they tore the roof down off the place in Palmerdale.
Yeah, they did. It was a tremendous night all the way across the board, and surprises thrown in more directions than I've got active brain cells. And the reason why I say that is one of the matches last night was originally supposed to be a six-man tag team match. Matter of fact, hold on, before I start into that, let me spin around here to America's favorite monitor. And I'm referring to Monitor 4. I'd like to say hello to everybody hanging out in the chat room so far this evening. Remy, good to see you. Hot Ice, good to see you. Saw Zerdreas in there just a minute ago. Palmerdale, you're right, was the place to be. Hot Ice, I saw you making a reference to some of the signs last night. Dude, signs were priceless. And JJ, Hot Ice came ready for backup with those signs.
We could spend just an entire segment on just the signs with Hot Ice last night. That I needed the laugh of that when I saw that last night. He was armed, ready, had his full ammunition last night.
Yeah, he did. And then some. Like I said, there were some duplicate signs. He came ready for bear. That's all I can say. Officially, GCW sign guy, Hot Ice Wayne, Shell Wayne, always great to see you at the shows. Remy, tremendous to see you there last night. And for everybody who made it out, first off, I'm going to go ahead and say this. Roll Tide, War Eagle, go Blazers. Win, lose, draw. You know, we've got some great football teams here in the state of Alabama. Surprising about what happened to Auburn last night. UAB came real close to pulling one out. And Alabama had a squeaker against the University of Michigan. That's all I can say, was a real squeaker in that final score. Somewhere in a rainforest, a tree is crying over the loss. It was for a signs. Oh, crying over the loss of the signs. Okay. A rainforest is... Now I got it. Okay, I'll get it right in a minute. Sorry about that, Rem. Every once in a while, the eyes put words in a sentence that aren't supposed to be there. Have I ever had that happen to me before? Yes, I have. And speaking of everything going on, let's go ahead and make our way into it last night as we welcome everybody listening through BeyondRingside.com, as well as our Facebook fan page, Facebook.com/GCWProWrestling. As well as our Ustream site, letterustream.tv/channel/GCWProWrestling. I want to say a very special thank you to everybody who has been catching the video replays on YouTube and on Ustream. So we've got a number of different outlets that we're working on. And of course, you can always keep track of the latest goings on through the brand new GCW app, which is available for Android as well as Apple smartphones and tablets. What was originally scheduled to be a six-man tag team encounter last night ended up having some major curveballs thrown at us, right, JJ?
It was. I was as surprised as you, as well as probably the fans.
Well, number one, the Psycho Circus being joined in ring by the returning Xander Stone from the Underground, being joined by the Silent Giant, the Equalizer. And then I got a message in the headset. It's like, we have a change. Hit the button. So I hit it, and here comes America's favorite mercenary, the ever so dangerous Night Prowler. So what had already been a very formidable six-man team with Equalizer, Psycho Circus, and Xander Stone has now just became that much more dangerous with the addition of the Night Prowler, JJ.
from what I remember a lot, Eddie, the Night Prowler, he did he have the most in-ring time last night of that team?
I'm beginning to think he did.
I know there was a couple of spots that I know we were discussing it after the show last night where I can't remember who it was he picked up, but
Amos.
Yes, you know what? I didn't even want to mention his name because I don't like the way he smells.
I know,
but yeah, he picked him up and slammed him down. It's like I thought the ring was gonna like just explode, but yeah, he's what stuck out in my mind a lot in that match. Well, except for the very end. I'll let you cover that.
Well, the short ending is, and actually let's cover the other half of the beginning. They took on the combination of Full Throttle, Trevor Eon, Joey Lightning, and cousin redneck Amos Moses, and their surprise partner who stepped up to the plate with the circumstances in play last night, Antonio Garza. Great 8-man challenge. And this was one of those circumstances where when everything started breaking down, you needed to have 4 sets of eyes. You really did. And that's the easy way for me to say it. Because we had all 8 men in the ring at one time. And the way that this match ended, I don't think I've ever seen it before. And I know it's a first in Global Championship Wrestling, where you had all 4 men pinned simultaneously. And if this match comes on television, you will see to what I refer. But this is one where it's like it caught me completely off guard. JJ and I are sitting there at the table calling the action. And then all of a sudden, lo and behold, wham! Yeah. It hits. And I'm just sitting back going, very non-traditional, very different, very out of this world, and very enjoyable, right?
Oh, I totally agree. I mentioned it to you when everybody got in the ring at the same time. I just, my head started spinning, and it was just, all chaos broke out, and it was just, all heck broke loose, basically, is what I'd say in a nutshell.
Yeah, that'd be the easy way to put it. And from that vantage point, your winners last night in that special 8-man tag team challenge, Antonio Garza, Amos Moses, and Full Throttle, all taking home the victory last night. So they each get a mark in the win column. Our opening encounter last night, and that is one that I hope makes television. Jeremy Foster took on the new sensation, Steven Styles. And we've made references here on this show in previous days about the newfound confidence in Steven Styles. And it really with the advent of the new body spray, Sensation, and adapting a little bit more of an aggressive attitude than he already had, Steven Styles has definitely taken his career and turned it on a good, solid upswing. Right, JJ?
He has. We discussed that last night, and he definitely has. And by the way, have you tried that new body spray yet?
That'd be a no.
Oh, okay. I haven't either.
You know, I've heard mixed reviews about it. There are some people who are completely and totally enamored by it, and there are some people that say the fragrance of battery acid is better than this. So it's open for interpretation. It's all open for interpretation, and I'm sure if you're a fan of the new sensation, Steven Styles, that you're going to be a fan of the new body spray, the new cologne. And if you're not a big fan of Steven Styles, then you're probably not going to be a big fan of the body spray. So I've heard rumor that it will be available at upcoming live events in the very near future. However, I also understand that they're working on everything from packaging to imaging to marketing and everything else that goes along with it. So don't be surprised if you see Steven Styles' new body spray Sensation at an upcoming GCW Global Championship Wrestling event, whether it be here in Alabama and Georgia or any of the new venues that we are going to be opening in the very near future. But last night, I use the phrase every once in a while, by hook or by crook. And Styles has shown over the last few weeks that he is ready, willing, and able to take any measure possible, any measure that he deems necessary to take home a victory, whether it be pinfall, submission, or disqualification. He's willing to push the limits in order to get the W in the win column, JJ.
Yeah, he sure is. But last night it was a very, very much battled match back and forth between Foster and I was going to say a while ago, speaking of that body spray, the new sensation. Not sure, even if he was sporting that last night, I'm not sure if that was enough to. I don't think that was enough to help him overall in the match last night.
True, but by the same token, Steven Styles did take home the victory last night over Jeremy Foster. And once again, adding another W in his win column, so I know that he's got aspirations toward championship gold here in Global Championship Wrestling. And that definitely moves him one step closer. Last night, I don't know, even though it does add up to an L in the column for Foster.
Yeah, I saw a lot in that match that Jeremy was dominating.
I was taking a look at the chat room, and Remy made the comment that it smelled so good he had to beat Francis Hood back. It's like, oh, Rem, there's some visuals in this world that I'm not really prepared for. So I'm just going to leave it at that, sir. Remember, of course, to keep your eyes and ears open on your home for all things Global Championship Wrestling, and that, of course, would be GCWPro.com. Join us on our Facebook fan page, facebook.com/GCWProWrestling, as well as the friends page, facebook.com/GCWPro. And, of course, social media all the way across the board at GCW Pro Wrestling. Of course, over on Twitter, you can find a lot of the stars of Global Championship Wrestling, stars of GCW, and stars of the Underground on their personal Twitter sites. And I would like to remind everybody that the front office of Global Championship Wrestling, nor the front office and ownership of the Underground, are responsible for anything that individuals put on their personal Twitter or Facebook or social media feeds. Those are completely and totally left at the discretion of those individuals, and that is the easy way to say it. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to head to our first commercial break. We're going to be back here right here in 3 on GCW Radio. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Ryan Seacrest for RAD. Over 300 people in this country are killed every week by a drunk driver. That's the equivalent of 2 747 plane crashes every single week. And the problem isn't going away unless we all do our part to stop it. So if you see someone who's about to drive after drinking, get the keys. Don't leave it up to anyone else. Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
A public service announcement brought to you by RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
8. I deliver your Sunday paper every week.
7. We work on the same floor.
1 in 8 Americans is struggling with hunger.
6. Our kids walk to school together every day,
including millions of children and seniors.
5. We chat in the elevator at work sometimes.
4. I'm your cashier at the grocery store.
Who's the 1 in 8 in your life that needs help? You can make a difference through Feeding America at feedingamerica.org/1 in 8. A public service announcement brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Most days go by without a whole lot of surprises. But what if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life, as you know it, has completely turned on its head? Would you be prepared? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, be ready. Get a kit. Make a plan. Be informed. Learn how at www.ready.gov. Brought to you by the Federal Emergency Management Agency and the Ad Council.
The odds of becoming a signed artist and having 3 #1 albums? 1 in 100 million. The odds of going on to win 6 Grammy Awards? 1 in 1.4 million. The odds of this performer having a child diagnosed with autism? 1 in 110. I'm Toni Braxton, and I encourage you to learn the signs of autism at autismspeaks.org. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Ozzy Osbourne. For many years, you know I've had a drink problem, and I'm trying to battle that problem every single day. But one thing I don't drive my car when I'm drinking. I get someone to drive me. Do not drink and drive. It's the stupidest thing. If you drink, just don't drive. Not only are you going to hurt yourself, you may hurt some other person, and you wouldn't want that on your conscience, would you?
A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Let me try.
Okay, just remember what I showed you.
Yep. There was a bunny who had one big ear and another big ear. They looped-a-looped, made a bow, and the bunny hopped away. I did it!
Oh, good job, kiddo. Now let's tie your other shoe.
The smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life. Take time to be a dad today. Learn more at 1-877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov.
Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Confessions of a Potentially Perfect Parent, brought to you by AdoptUsKids.org.
I don't know how to talk like a parent. Don't make me come back there. You see what I mean? It's pretty awful. Try it again. Don't make me come back there. Now that's pretty good. That one kind of sounded like my dad. Weird.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you. Call 1-888-200-4005 or visit AdoptUsKids.org for more information. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt Us Kids, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Joe Perry and Steven Tyler of Aerosmith for Red. You know, it's okay to rock and roll and party down. Just don't get in that 2,000-pound bullet when you're done and cocked. And please don't drink and drive. I'm the one that jaded you.
A reminder that friends don't let friends drive drunk. A public service message brought to you by the Ad Council, U.S. Department of Transportation, National Association of Broadcasters, and RAD.
You must be your fairy godmother. Yes.
It doesn't take a fairy godmother to tell you that the right fit means everything.
Good heavens, child. You can't go in that.
Children under 4'9" need to be in a booster seat because they aren't ready for adult safety belts alone. Remember that 4'9" is the magic number, and get your little pumpkin there safely in a booster seat.
Oh, thank you.
For more information, visit boosterseat.gov. This has been a message from the U.S. Department of Transportation and the Ad Council.
Charlie.
Hey, did you see that play last night?
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and they still lost.
Sure.
You know, when I was playing, what we tried to...
You played in the street.
I played in the service. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is the kid, he should have...
Yeah, Hey, you okay? I don't... Someone call 911!
2 out of 3 people with diabetes die of a heart attack or stroke. But you can lower the risk. Ask your healthcare provider how. For more info, go to diabetesactnow.org. Brought to you by the American Diabetes Association and the Ad Council.
It happens that way sometimes. The music plays, the microphones go hot, and we are live on a Sunday night. Welcome back into GCW Radio. Fast Eddie Lane, GCW Commissioner behind the control panel, J.J. Tanner, come on back in.
Here comes the boom.
There's no boom boom in the
future.
Here
comes the boom. Here comes the boom. Here comes the boom.
And,
wait, who is that?
And folks, the gang's all here, so to speak, like to welcome in Mr. O'Hagan. Glad to have you on board, man.
I'm glad you could have me. I'm ready to go up because everyone's probably tired of listening to both of you guys talking about, well, no one can really understand what you're saying because you talk really fast. Hey, here comes the boom. Here comes the boom. I don't even get that. That's not even clever. But anyway, back to me. Glad to be here.
Good to have you on board. First off, we were actually making our way through the card from last night, giving updated results on all the action that occurred. And actually, we've just got everything hitting this evening. Actually, we were coming up on your match, O'Hagan, you last night versus the Super Shinobi. And, you know, you managed to take a situation, always watching, always prepared, and what could have been a very bad circumstance, you managed to reverse it into a 1-2-3 victory.
What? I can't understand what you said.
Was I talking too fast?
No, I stopped paying attention to you. What did you say?
Wow.
I'm driving on the road. We just got through with a hellacious tag team match this evening, and it was a very, very hard battle, and I'm a little tired. So could you please repeat what you just said, Mr. Commissioner?
Matter of fact, I'll cover that in a second one. Who all was in the tag team match that you were in?
It was me and Mad Dog Dan Sawyer in a tag team match against two masked superstars, the Super Neotas.
Very nice. And the final result was?
Hello, the 5-Star Fight Club. Mr. O'Hagan and the Mad Dog Dan Sawyer demolished the Super Neotas.
Matter of fact, speaking of, we've got him live on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, Mad Dog Dan Sawyer joining us this evening on GCW Radio. What up, dog?
What's going on, Eddie? I'm in the rental car next to O'Hagan. Nah, I'm with him in the car. It sounds real nice, doesn't it? We're actually 3 cars behind Micah Taylor.
What are y'all trying to...
Trying to shake us.
Chasing him down to see if you can get the early run?
Nah, it's like coming a bad storm. Even though we don't care for him, we want to make sure he is safe. There's a bunch of wrestlers in line with us here. Rob Conway, Michael Hayes, not the Freebird, but the Wounded Warrior. Like Ali and Rudy Sweets played. All these guys are on the interstate with us. It's coming bad storms coming through Tennessee.
Well, my friends, I wish y'all both safe travels.
Yeah, we'll hang with you as long as we can.
Okay.
But yeah, it was a great show. Probably 2,800 people watching, so
nice.
It was pretty cool. Yeah, it was a festival. It was Freeze right there on Tennessee River. Bloomsday. They do it every year on Labor Day. So. Boom.
Something J.J. Tanner in a previous incarnation would know all about, right?
Boom.
And it's boom, not doom, right? Now,
I think we're losing you, dog.
Yeah, I think Sawyer just fell off for a second. O'Hagan, are you still there?
I'm still here.
Okay.
Because I've got a super bag phone that never loses reception because the antenna actually attaches to the top of the car.
Yes.
And I have to crank it. But we've got someone special for Legends Fest. One Dr. Tom Pritchard.
Oh, we're breaking an exclusive now. Very nice.
Oh, yeah. That's because O'Hagan and Nog have all the exclusives.
Very nice, very nice. Always happy to know that. You heard it here first. GCW and the Southern Legends Fan Fest coming up in October of this year at the Pell City Civic Center. And you've heard the exclusive right here as broken by Mr. O'Hagan. And I'm sure Dog would have broken the exclusive faster if if the phone hadn't cut out. But actually, they can confirm, and it can now be confirmed, that joining us at the Southern Legends Fan Fest will be one of the mainstays of Southeastern and Continental Championship Wrestling. And that would be Dr. Tom Pritchard. Looking forward to having him on board at the Southern Legends Fan Fest this October, brought to you by Global Championship Wrestling. Now, segueing back for a second, we were talking about your match last night with the Super Shinobi. I'll let you go into it.
Super Shinobi, one of the larger Shinobis from the Shinobi Dojo. Very strong, very athletic, like most Shinobis have been in the past. Very tough competitor. After being in the ring with him, I see why, he took the TV title, and he is a former TV champion. So he was very tough, and but sometimes muscle doesn't win the fight. It's a game of chess in there, and apparently I got the checkmate.
You did, because not meaning to play spoiler here, but Super Shinobi had you up on the shoulders in what looked like it would possibly have been either a tornado cutter set up or a possible torture rack. And you managed to turn that into a backslide combination, roll through 1, 2, 3.
Yes, I did.
Now, how are you finding? Now, of course, after the match was over with, we're going to come back to the match itself in just a minute. Last night, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. Micah Taylor has to be worried about Mr. O'Hagan.
Of course Micah Taylor's worried about Mr. O'Hagan, because he knows at any time I can come up from behind him and just pop him in the head, just because he's trying to do that to me, so I'm going to return the favor.
That is a load of crap. Eddie, I told you last night. O'Hagan, he is not worried about you whatsoever.
He's not worried about me? He's not watching his back right now? He's not watching his back at all?
Hey, I just want to know, how's that shoulder of yours?
O'Hagan, did you catch that?
Oh, wait, hold on a second. That dog's got something to say.
I lost my signal and T-Mobile sucks. Just because you got that hangnail or ingrown toenail there. You know, don't think we won't stop that thing like Francis Hood. Francis.
Wow.
Oh, what? He's silent? Ooh.
You know, all signs keep pointing at Francis Hood for this. I do blame her.
I said, boom, 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 let me say, well.
Well.
I said, boom, 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 let me say, well.
Well. That would be the Out There Brothers on that particular song. I remember I've played it a number of times over the years.
Thank you, Casey.
And now, back to the countdown. And more pertinently, the sneak attack, blindside attack, pulled by Micah Taylor on our long-distance dedication, Mr. O'Hagan. O'Hagan?
He deserves.
Oh, I believe my hand was being raised in victory after defeating the Super Shinobi. And I got hit in the shoulder, which had already been worked on a little in my shoulder. I was a little sore, and I get a clubbing blow from his ham-like hands across my shoulder. It's not the most comfortable things to have hit you. And then he puts me and stretches me out. And I'll be honest with you, this morning I had to go to the clinic and have my shoulder popped back into place. My shoulder had been separated.
JJ, you were about to say to O'Hagan a second ago?
Oh yeah, you deserve it. And if you're whining about it like you are now, then you better get your training in gear, buddy, by the end of this month. Because if that hurt you last night, then Micah may just rip it off in the match at Hill City.
Yeah, he's not going to get it on again. I'll tell you, he tried to get it on me last night after the main event. Did he get it? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, I kick you in the face and in the head and in the arm, and you will not be fooling me again. So tell you what, I will get my training in, and why don't I get some training in on you, JJ? How about I give you a little boom boom terrific training session, and next time I see you at the show, I'll practice on my amazing karate skills on you, boom boom. Boom boom!
There's no need for that.
No, I think there's a lot of need for that.
No, I know how bad you want to, but you need to.
I know, no, it's not that I want to. I think it's everybody else wants me to. Everybody else.
Really, who all is that?
Hey, why don't you ask the chat room? I'm in the car. I can't. Ask the chat room. Who wants to see O'Hagan beat the hell out of Boom Boom?
Hot Eyes, Rem, Zerdreas. Matter of fact, Creepy was in there just a few minutes ago. We've had a number of different faces pop in and out of the chat room over the last little while. How many of you?
Those are names, Eddie. There's no faces on that.
And when you recognize the names, you can put the faces with the names, and therefore you have faces. Yeah.
Now you're talking about face recognition, not faces, though.
And now that you're
I'm trying to be technical here.
I know you're trying to out-ace me at the technical side of things, and you know I'm too AR for that, which, of course, leads me to say this right here.
Boom, 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 now let me hear say, well. I say, boom, 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 now we're about to say, well.
Okay. Had to get that one in.
You only have one person agreeing with you right now, and I can let you take a wild guess, O'Hagan, who that is. It's your little sign boy, Old Ice.
Okay. So no one else wants to send me...
He even said it twice. He's trying to get more people out of, I think there's 4 in there.
Okay. Hey, Mad Dog. Was you think you were pretty funny? Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Heard it from the man himself. He thought it'd be. He'd think it'd be funny if I beat him up.
Well, let me guess. He'd want to be out there by your side and be in your right?
No, he wouldn't have to be out there by my side. He would just be laughing in the distance, knowing that you were getting what was coming to you. Because if anyone deserves a good beatdown, it's you, Mr. Grabby Hands Pillow Pet.
I knew somebody get the Pillow Pet reference in. I knew it. Do me a favor. Let's move for just a minute, because there was a television championship match last night, which is also referred to as the O'Hagan commemorative TV title.
That's correct.
Thank you very much. The Mystic from San Monique challenging the current reigning and last night defending. I was waiting for one of y'all to say the phrase.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not naming him.
Okay. And O'Hagan says,
I hate you, Eddie.
Okay. You're supposed to say I hate the Fly. The current reigning and defending GCW television champion, the Inhuman Fly, in a tremendously hard-fought matchup. Guys, this is one where, JJ and I were out at ringside calling the action last night, and these two guys did not hold anything back. They laid it all in the ring. Mudbone wanted to win the double championship. Now, the thing about it is, and this is one thing that I have to sit back and, JJ, I'm calling you on the carpet for. You said that you personally did not see the outside interference by Aiden Solo, the other half of the GCW Tag Team Champions. And last night, Solo interfered twice. And when referee assigned to the match, J-Mac, Jeff McGowan, caught Aiden Solo, I feel he did the right thing by ejecting him from ringside, yet you wanted to argue about it, JJ.
I did. I think that Jeff has been watching and listening to too much from Mr. Kwanowitz and the way that he calls things, and he was showing too much favoritism in that match, and he just assuming that Mudbone, being a part of the greatest faction right now in professional wrestling, the Underground, he was showing favoritism towards the Inhuman Fly, and that's just my personal view. I did not see Mr. Aiden Solo interfering in the match, and I just thought that was a wrong call by Jeff McGowan.
And actually, I did see it. Now, O'Hagan, were you able to watch any of the match last night while you were having your while you were having your shoulder tended to?
No, but I did smell it.
Okay, I'll bite. What do you mean?
The aftermath. I believe I smelled something. It wasn't anything. It wasn't the new sensation I was smelling. You want to go ahead and tell them what I was smelling in the back?
What were you smelling in the back?
Burnt human hair.
Yeah.
It was.
I smelled, and I believe there was some burnt flesh in there. I smelled it from the back.
Yeah.
I'm having my shoulder taped up and trying to be put back in, and I smell burning flesh and hair. I mean, it's seriously, it smelled like Boom Boom Tanner's kitchen. It was really weird.
Oh, so now we're going to pick on Boom Boom in the cooking references. But
what the hell is this? Picking on me every segment? Come on.
That's what he does best. And but from that vantage point, I was actually working to get to that point. Last night, the Mystic from San Monique, Mudbone, hurled a major fireball. Like there's such a thing as a minor fireball? I don't think so. Hurled a fireball directly at the face and the eyes of the Inhuman Fly. And
that was messed up.
Yeah.
That was severely messed up. That was more messed up than a football bat.
True.
And wasn't this after the match, Eddie?
Yes.
And
which makes it unsportsmanlike conduct. And a true gentleman wouldn't have to do that.
But even Eddie pointed out, if you remember this, Eddie, you pointed out to me that, and you'll hear this if this is shown. They may not even show it on our GCW TV, but Aiden was trying to talk some sense into Mudbone's head and tell him just to take it to the back, just go and leave. Do you remember saying that, Eddie?
Yeah, I remember Mudbone grabbing his jacket, grabbing his top hat, and walking away, and then all of a sudden comes flying back into the ring and pops the Fly with the fireball. And, I mean, as O'Hagan said it beautifully, there was the fragrance of burning hair and burning flesh that permeated the Palmerdale Homestead Community Center last night after the fireball was thrown. Now, here's the thing, JJ, being a responsible and upstanding member of the Underground, You cannot possibly condone this type of activity from somebody in your group.
No, this was on his own mindset. You saw Aiden tried to currently get him out of the ring. This is not of the underground.
So Mudbone acting as a free agent on that particular regard. However,
look at past experiences.
Yeah.
You know how he snapped in the past?
Hey, guys.
Yes.
Hey, real quick, I'm sorry. I got to let you go. Barry Horowitz is calling me. I got to let you guys go.
Okay.
I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Good night. Barry Horowitz. That was so wrong on so many different levels. It wasn't even. Yeah, it was funny. But also last night, and this was something I was hoping to get a little bit more insight from O'Hagan on, was the factor of, in our main event last night, GCW Championship on the line, Micah Taylor defending against Showtime Shane Fox. Now, first off, I said it as we were making the call for the television product. Heart and determination will get you so far, but then there are those times where even no matter how much heart and determination, sometimes it just isn't enough. And last night, Micah Taylor, first off, I feel so bad for Shane Fox's chest.
Oh, yeah.
Second off, I feel bad for the eardrums of everybody in the first row. Because Micah lit up Shane with some chops last night. Oh, man. You would have sworn that it was a war reenactment, because those were not just chops. Those were gunshots, right?
Absolutely. My chest is still hurting from Mandy Brother. Ow! It was, yeah. I'm glad that wasn't me in the ring.
You and me both. There were a couple of times where I felt sympathy pains for Shane Fox, and my chest caved in. But last night, like I say, Fox gave it a valiant effort. And there were a couple of times where he was real close. Probably a lot closer than Micah Taylor will ever give credit for. But there were a couple of times where Shane Fox was dangerously close to upsetting the champion last night. And I will have to say this, based on the previous encounter between Shane Fox and Micah Taylor that took place in Jasper, Alabama. First off, it was that encounter that persuaded Micah to grant a championship opportunity to Showtime Shane Fox. Also the fact that Shane Fox being so close to O'Hagan, longtime friends and tag partners, that he couldn't get past the idea of just letting something go. And that was also one of the contributing factors for Showtime Shane Fox getting that main event title match last night in Palmerdale, Alabama. Now, in the end, some say fortunately, others say unfortunately. However you want to look at it, Micah Taylor did get a submission victory over Showtime Shane Fox. And after it was all said, done, and over with, O'Hagan attempted to dish out a little bit of Micah Taylor's own medicine, made his way out from the back, and got the better of the GCW champion, our GCW champion, because whether you agree with him or disagree with him, the GCW title is our title. Just like the 0-1 Max Championship, the U.S. title is, the folks at 0-1 Max would say that's our belt, that's our title. Well, last night, Micah Taylor got a little bit of his own and was basically he was put on the spot, to where we thought for a minute that there might be a little bit of an encounter between Micah Taylor and O'Hagan last night. And then Micah Taylor decided to go, no. Not just no. No. Not tonight. Yeah. Hello, Coyote. How you doing? Longtime friend of mine, Coyote J, listens every once in a while. Great to have you listening, my friend. And there was a part of me that was really hoping that even for a minute, if these two hooked it up one more time before September the 29th in Pell City, Alabama, that would be a bonus treat for the fans. Whether it made television or not, for the fans, that would be a bonus treat. To see two Micah had just come out of a great match against Showtime Shane Fox. You knew he had to be a little bit tired, right, JJ?
Both men, look like they were. Plus, O'Hagan's, he was favoring his shoulder. But I do commend you, Eddie. I think that you did the right thing in the decision that you made last night.
It was left up to me. And number one, there were two decisions that I made last night. And one, I had to toss it right back into Micah's face. I couldn't resist the urge. Some might say a little bit of payback on my part. Maybe. Conceivably. But I also believe that a person's word is something they should stand behind. When Micah Taylor won the GCW Championship, the Global Championship Wrestling World Heavyweight title, when he won the 0-1 Max United States Championship, Micah made the statement that he would defend both belts. Well, guess what? Since the acquisition of the unified GCW Championship, I believe that Micah should add that belt into the mix. If he can defend two, why can't he defend all three? He was originally saying, I'm just going to defend the GCW World title. Why? You're man enough to defend both belts for the previous months. You originally signed the deal to defend both belts. Why not put them all on the line? Why not make it for all the gold? JJ, your thoughts?
I have nothing else to say about this, Eddie. As I've said before, the champ, he hasn't backed down from a fight. Okay? And what I was referring to, you making a decision that both of them should be 100% for the big match. I
was getting to that.
And I know you're segueing to that, but it should be they should be 100%. I totally agree. But the man is holding 3 titles right now. I mean, what is the point? Why did you make that decision to try to get him to put every single title on the line?
Actually, it's just as I stated a minute ago. He was originally shooting his mouth off and proclaiming that he would defend both the Global Championship Wrestling title and the 0-1 Max US title. Well, if it's good enough to do it then, why isn't it good enough to do it now? I mean, granted, I don't have jurisdiction over the 0-1 Max title. I do, however, have jurisdiction over the unified GCW Championship. The only jurisdiction that I have in any realm regarding the 0-1 Max US title is the factor of holding Micah Taylor to his word that he would defend both belts. So therefore, he will be defending the Global Championship Wrestling Championship. Try to say that 3 times fast. The 0-1 Max United States title and the Unified GCW Championship in Pell City, if he makes it to Pell City, on Saturday night, September the 29th. The reason why I say that the way I did, I'll tell you after the break.
Hey parents, introducing the Communicizer. Go from boring old man speak.
Oh, I'm here if you want to talk.
To 100% off the chain.
Text me whatever, yo.
I love you, Dad.
Communicizer is not available in stores because it doesn't exist. But that's okay. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Because kids in foster care don't need perfection. They need you. For more information on how you can adopt, go to adoptuskids.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt Us Kids, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Emily Richards for RAD, recording artists, actors, and athletes against drunk driving. One person's negligence shattered my life in a single instant. You see, my little sister Annie was killed by a drunk driver. Please, remember those you love. Friends don't let friends drive drunk. A
public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
My name is Mary Crafts, and this is how I live united. I spent the last 24 years serving others in my catering company, but I felt that a huge part of our community was still being underserved. Those invisible children and young families. With United Way, I advocate for them any way I can. As a volunteer, I go into people's homes and assess mother and infant well-being and help bring change and opportunity into their lives. Nothing feels as good as helping, so I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer, Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Drew Brees, NFL quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, here with Bugs Bunny to remind you to get moving every day.
Because when you get moving an hour a day,
you fuel your body and your mind.
So what do you like to throw around the football like Drew?
Skateboard, ride a bike, or dance in your room.
Just move it your way.
And be a player.
Get up and play an hour a day, Doc. Check out how to be a player at letsmove.gov.
Head online to get tips on great ways to get moving every day.
At letsmove.gov. A message from the Ad Council and HHS.
As a mother, I'm making it a point to get the H1N1 flu vaccine for my children. You see, children are especially vulnerable to serious complications from the H1N1 flu, which could lead to hospitalization and even death. That's why I'm urging parents to get their children vaccinated. Vaccination is safe and is the most effective way to prevent the flu. Get the facts at flu.gov. Together, we can all fight the flu.
A public service announcement brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Eric Darnell.
This is David Reagan.
Jamie McMurray.
This is Carl Edwards here for RAD,
the entertainment industry's voice for road safety.
Want to make a difference? It's simple. Be responsible.
Plan ahead. Designate before you celebrate.
Friends don't let friends drive drunk.
A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
When planning your next party or special event, insist on the best. Full Range Entertainment is a professional entertainment company providing a full range of services. From professional disc jockeys and MCs to catering and photography, when the details of your special day must be perfect, call us first. Wedding receptions, corporate parties, school functions, birthday celebrations, and more. We also have Birmingham's largest selection of karaoke tracks available. With over 40 years combined experience, Full Range Entertainment can provide you with the talent and professionalism you need and deserve to make your next event one you'll never forget. For more information on the full range of services we offer, call 533-HITS. That's 533-HITS. Or check us out on our website at fullrangeentertainment.com.
Hi, I'm Drew Brees, NFL quarterback for the New Orleans Saints, here with Bugs Bunny to remind you to get moving every day.
Because when you get moving an hour a day,
you fuel your body and your mind.
So what do you like to throw around the football like Drew?
Skateboard, ride a bike, or dance in your room.
Just move it your way.
And be a player.
Get up and play an hour a day, Doc. Check out how to be a player at letsmove.gov.
Head online to get tips on great ways to get moving every day.
At letsmove.gov. A message from the Ad Council and HHS.
You got it. Sunday night. Welcome back to GCW Radio. Live from the Vault in the Beyond Ringside studios. Be sure to check out BeyondRingside.com. And Beyond Ringside airs every Sunday night, 5:30 p.m. Central Time, 6:30 Eastern. Your home for wrestling, mixed martial arts, sports talk, and a whole lot more. Join yours truly, Fast Eddie Lane, Mark Mabo Bowman, and the Oracle of Ominous, Wicked Nemesis, as we handle the hot button topics in the world of sports in more ways than one. Welcoming back in tag team partner JJ Tanner. Welcome back.
Boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that boom, boom. There, I changed it up. I changed the song.
There you go.
Sorry, I had to.
Understand the concept. Let me swing around here to Monitor 4 real quick because I want to go ahead and bring this up on the Ustream feed. And also, don't forget, you can catch the replay of GCW Radio through our YouTube channel, youtube.com/GCW Pro Wrestling. This coming Thursday night, roads are leading to Phoenix City, Alabama. The Great Skateplex. Bell time is going to be 8 o'clock p.m. Tickets are only $10 a piece for this great event coming up this coming Thursday night, September the 6th. Much better. Had to re-EQ my microphone real quick. Gotta love it when that happens. And you can see it is going to be a stacked event. Drew Adler taking on CJ Awesome. CJ Awesome making his return to Phoenix City, Alabama. Jeremy Foster will be taking on the new sensation Steve Styles in a return match from this past Saturday night in Palmerdale. Tag team action, Chris Jacobs and Wild Child Joey Kidman taking on the BFFs. Trevor Eon, one half of Full Throttle, taking on one half of Voodoo Underground, Aiden Solo. Ladies Challenge match. Octavia taking on the Island Girl Tracy Taylor. Had a chance to speak with Octavia recently. Very entertaining young lady. And looking forward to seeing her in the ring. Now, I do not have final confirmation as to whether or not this is going to be a television taping or not. So let me just go ahead and put that one out there right now. So for our friends in Phoenix City and the surrounding areas over into Columbus, Georgia, this will definitely be an event that you want to check out. Looking over to the chat room real quick. Lee, welcome to the chat room. And to what I understand, I think admission to the fair on Saturday, I believe, is $9. I'm not positive. I believe Facebook.com/Alabama State Fair, I think, is the Facebook address. Also, this coming Thursday night, September the 6th at the Great Skateplex in Phoenix City. Was just on the phone with us a few minutes ago. Mr. O'Hagan will be taking on Xander Stone. And in the main event, lumberjack match for the GCW Championship. The Real Deal, AJ Steele, former GCW champion, will be challenging the champion, Micah Taylor. Lumberjack matches have a tendency to become very unpredictable very quickly. This is going to be one where you do not blink. You see, this is becoming a recurring theme with Global Championship Wrestling. Because if you blink, you're going to miss something. And it may not always be on TV. I understand that a lot of people are very appreciative of the fact that we put as many matches as we do in that 1 hour. But there's also a lot of things that you don't see. And for as much as we respect and appreciate everybody who tunes in, locally in the central Alabama area on CW21, and I understand we are going to start, they are working on things for us to be shown in Tennessee. They are working on things right now to where we are going to be shown in the central Georgia market, central and eastern Georgia, which will include Phoenix City. Not every event is a television taping. And you don't want to miss a single second of what happens at a live event. If you think that it is great on television, which I'm biased, it is. And even if I wasn't working for the company, I would say it's really good television. To see it on television is one thing. To be there live, to be a part of it all, the experience of being at a GCW live event. Tickets are only $10 a piece. 7 matches set up on this card. This is going to be a great night of professional wrestling action. And it doesn't end there. For our friends in the central Alabama area. And North and South Alabama. I'll just go and say that. Friday night, September the 7th. Saturday night, September the 8th. We will be back with the Alabama State Fair. 2 great nights. We understand, from what I understand, and we're working on the final notes right now. I was hoping to have more information going into the show this evening. We are expecting bell time for both nights to be 7:30. Now, I'm not totally positive if we are going to run everything like we did at the Spring Fling. It does depend on what attractions are set up directly adjacent to where we are. That is legitimate. That's straight up across the board. And as my compatriots in this industry would say, that's a shoot. I'll say it. I don't care. But from that vantage point, we are looking at a 7:30 p.m. start time for Friday night and Saturday night. Admission to Global Championship Wrestling at the Alabama State Fair on the 7th and the 8th is included with your admission to the Alabama State Fair.
What, really?
Yes.
It's included?
It's included.
That's awesome.
And I'm believing that the tickets for the event are only in the neighborhood of around $9. So from that vantage point, it's going to be, you've got back-to-back nights at the Alabama State Fair. And like I said, I know that they've got their lineup, what's going on over on their Facebook page. If you're over on Facebook, just take a look. Just do a quick, simple search for Alabama State Fair. And you might want to put 2012 in there. And I know that they've also got a I know they've also got a .com set up on that one also. Taking a look at the phones real quick, and I'm almost feeling daring. Area code 20, I think it's area code 205, maybe 206. Who have we got on the line?
Yes, hello. My name is Dieter von Steigerwald. How are you today, sir?
Dieter von Steigelberg, thank you for calling in. Great to hear from you tonight on GCW Radio.
Say it with me again. No, say it with me again. Dieter.
Dieter?
Von Steigerwald.
Von Steigerwald. Okay.
Von Steigerwald.
Did I not say that?
I don't know what you said, darling, but let me ask you something.
Okay.
Is this Mr. Fast Edward Lane over there with the with the Global Championship Wrestling?
Yes, actually, I host both shows, Beyond Ringside Radio and GCW Radio, yes.
Well, I've heard of the other little show. It's not very important right now. But I was over here in Munich, and we were watching the Global Championship Wrestling from last night.
Okay.
And I noticed you were in a new venue in your little state of Alabama. And there was a little man in the ring who was not you. He had the vest on, but it was not you. And we were wondering, why was it not you? Because this man was horrible. We love the Fast Lane over here. We love him over here in the Deutschland. He is wonderful. He reminds us of the little Beppo monkey we have for the morning cartoons with the children. We think it's fabulous. So why was there not Mr. Fast Eddie Lanes over there on the TV? We're wondering. We're all knowing.
Well, I will be completely honest with you. The fact is that I normally work 2 jobs on a Thursday, and unfortunately, because of contractual commitments and obligations, I am not able to be at the events in Phoenix City, Alabama on Thursday nights. I wish I could, but unfortunately, I wasn't able to be at that particular television taping. Very qualified young gentleman took care of everything, and yet a lot of people are really digging on the bright green vest, which unfortunately a green vest, sequin vest is something I will probably not be wearing in the near future now.
But I have to disagree with you, Mr. Fassady Lanes, because you, sir, are what we in Munich and all across the Deutschland is what we tune into on the Global Championship Wrestling. We tune in to see you. Now, we heard you with the commentary, and we thought it was fabulous. You and the Angry Dog Man, he's okay. But we like hearing you and the little man there that was with you doing the bumpers before and after the matches, the little Hagen. We like him too. But we need you in the ring. We find you attractive. Honestly, over here now you are considered just the epitome of manhood. So I don't know who he was, but if you could talk to the front office and have them formally removed. I know tough times are over there in America. You know, things happen. It's okay. But we need you back in the ring announcing for the Global Championship Wrestling.
Well, I tell you what. Let me see. Hold on. I've got to get over here. I will get in touch with the front office, and I will actually let them hear this particular your call, and we will see what we can do about getting things in play. You never know what's going to happen with Global Championship Wrestling. First off, if I may call you Dita, I believe you said the first name was?
Dita.
First off,
Steigerwald.
Okay. I will probably mess that one up like I messed up Angela Setti earlier in the evening on a previous interview. Either that or...
Is that the new man coming into the Global Championship Wrestling?
No, it's not. Actually, that's a gentleman who works with Chikara Pro Wrestling up in the northeastern U.S. Check him out sometime. But first off, we want to thank you for watching Global Championship Wrestling. We were under the impression that it was primarily in the southeastern U.S. If you managed to pick it up via satellite TV over in the Deutschland, congratulations. You're doing wonders with modern technology, better than I am. Please send me the unlock codes. From that vantage point, thank you for the very high praise for GCW. I will speak on behalf of the entire roster, the entire cast with Team GCW and with the Underground. And we say we do appreciate you watching. And thank you for the kind words.
But anytime, if you gentlemen ever make it over to the Deutschland, we will go to some of the underground clubs. There is a global championship wrestling underground viewing club. That's how we watch it. We get together. Right now it's the morning time. We have the breakfast, the schnitzel and some sauerkraut and all the other things. Nice German stout beer. None of that American crap you guys drink.
Yeah, I know.
And if you ever come over, you're more than welcome. Like I said, once you talk to the front office about the horrible little man that's on the screen in the horrid little green vest, he does not need to wear it. It hurts my eyes. It's terrible. Anyway, you guys come over to Deutschland. Maybe we could do some karaoke. You come over, we have fun.
Dita, thank you for the call. It's great to hear from you, and please call back anytime.
I would love to call back sometime, but thank you, Mr. Fasarilan, and to any of the other. Is any of the others regulars that's on the GCW Radio? Are they on the air?
Matter of fact, yes, you were actually live on the line with the real JJ Tanner, the official of the Underground.
Oh, yes, the Jaja Tanner. Very familiar with the Jaja Tanner. Yes. Hello. I liked you better when you were the Mr. Good Guy man with the refereeing. I know your sons are bad. That's okay. You kind of bite the style of other people. You steal their fashions, but that's okay. You still seem to be a good person. So I will let you go back to your show because we are in the commercial and we were watching the TV. But I just had to call after I saw the horrible little man in the green vest. We want our father land back. Once of all, I will say good morning to you. But it's a good night over there. So you have a wonderful night and continue with your show. Much success. Viva la Deutschland.
Thank you for the call. Great to hear from you. Folks, we're going to go to a quick break. We're going to be right back here on GCW Radio right after this.
Confessions of a Potentially Perfect Parent, brought to you by AdoptUsKids.org.
I know more about cooking dinner for a party of 12 than about packing a lunch for a 12-year-old. I know kids like things like fish sticks. Fillets, I get, but sticks? Maybe we can just compromise on mac and cheese. Can you make that with Brie?
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who would love to put up with you. Call 1-888-200-4005 or visit AdoptUsKids.org for more information. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt Us Kids, and the Ad Council.
Foreclosure is hard on every member of the family, but your family is not alone. If you're struggling with your mortgage, there is help. To learn about the government's Making Home Affordable program, visit makinghomeaffordable.gov or call 1-888-995-HOPE to speak to a HUD-approved housing counselor. It's free of charge. Visit makinghomeaffordable.gov or call 1-888-995-HOPE today. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, NeighborWorks America, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Joe Elliott from Def Leppard for RAD. Planning on going out and having a party? Great, have a lot of fun. But do me a big favour and don't blow it. Always choose a designated driver. Remember, music lives. You should too.
A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Hello, this is Robin Zander.
Hello, this is Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick for RAD.
Some people think it's fun to drive drunk, but that's unacceptable.
Be smart. If you drink,
don't drive.
Think ahead and choose a designated driver. Remember, music lives, and so should you.
A public service message brought to you by the U.S. Department of Transportation, RAD, the National Association of Broadcasters, and the Ad Council.
Citizens of America, this is a message from feedthepig.org. Americans spent more money than they earned in 2005. This is the first negative savings rate in the U.S. since the Great Depression. America, we must start feeding the pig. On the 1st and the 15th, we must pay ourselves before we pay anyone or anything. We must make a budget. Even consider cutting up a credit card. Log on to feedthepig.org today. Find the benefits of saving for every stage of life. Brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
When planning your next party or special event, insist on the best. Full Range Entertainment is a professional entertainment company providing a full range of services. From professional disc jockeys and MCs to catering and photography, when the details of your special day must be perfect, call us first. Wedding receptions, corporate parties, school functions, birthday celebrations, and more. We also have Birmingham's largest selection of karaoke tracks available. With over 40 years combined experience, Full Range Entertainment can provide you with the talent and professionalism you need and deserve to make your next event one you'll never forget. For more information on the full range of services we offer, call 533-HITS. That's 533-HITS. Or check us out on our website at fullrangeentertainment.com.
Just when you think you have a clue. Welcome back into GCW Radio Sunday Night Live Edition, 12 minutes after the top of the hour, live in the Vault in the Beyond Ringside Studios in beautiful Birmingham, USA. Fast Eddie Lane, GCW Commissioner, being joined by the official of the Underground, JJ Tanner.
Good evening.
Glad to see you recovered.
Not much, but I'm about down.
There you go. Oh, Lord. First off, I want to remind everybody, upcoming events, you got them right here. We've got a lot of upcoming dates here in Global Championship Wrestling. This Thursday, Phoenix City, Alabama. Friday night and Saturday night, the 7th and 8th, back with the Alabama State Fair. Then from that vantage point, we'll be back on September the 20th in Phoenix City, and the 22nd will be in Canton, Georgia, and the 29th. All roads lead to Pell City, Alabama. Saturday night, September the 29th, Pell City Civic Center. I want to take a moment to remind everybody that you can reserve seats for all indoor GCW events by sending an email to gcwmedia@yahoo.com, or you can get directly in touch with our office, 205-567-6482. Speak directly with our front office, and they will be more than happy to help reserve seats for any and all indoor GCW live events. That includes Phoenix City, that includes Palmerdale, that includes Pell City, that includes Canton, Georgia. Keep your ears open because we have some brand new areas that we're going to be working in the very near future. Got a lot of great things going on with Global Championship Wrestling. It is truly an exciting time to be a part, whether you are Team GCW or whether you are with the Underground. Believe it, the house divided stands together under one banner of Global Championship Wrestling. First off, JJ, coming out of last night, any closing thoughts you want to put with everybody?
I just want to say that it was an honor. I may be speaking out off touch. It was another first under me, and I truly enjoyed it. I wanted to thank you thank you, Eddie. It was awesome having a first, calling a live event for GCW with you. It was a killer show. Had a blast. Thank you to all that came out. All the many 100,000 signs that Old Ice brought. All the loud screaming little girls and boys was there. They were definitely tearing the house down. It seems there was a lot behind Showtime's Shane Fox there, especially towards the end. But no, just looking forward to all the many things coming up in the near future. And while I'm thinking about it right now, Eddie, we'll definitely be getting the event pages lined up out there on the social medias.
Yep.
I know the front office will be putting those out and pushing them from the Facebook pages and try to get it out there to those that follow on Twitter. And if you guys that see it coming along out there, even if you're not able to make it out to the event, share the links and stuff out to your friends and contacts if you have wrestling fans, and get the word out. You've been able to join a live event, and just TV's not always there. I know you've said that before, Eddie, and those are awesome nights and shows too. You don't want to miss a single event from Global Championship Wrestling and the Underground. But now I'm spinning it back to you, Eddie.
And I can't echo the sentiment enough. And we made the statement. Actually, I'm going to follow up on what JJ said. Remy in particular, you will probably easily remember the days of the GCW Street Team. And in this day and age, it is a lot easier than it was back even 10 years ago, or even 6-7 years ago, to help get the word out. And this is something that I'll ask everybody. You know, whether you're Team GCW or whether you're faction with the Underground. And remember, the Underground, it's a family and it's a faction. It's not a stable. Stables have flies. The Underground has none of those. And from that vantage point, when you see the event pages being put up, it would be tremendous if you could share those event pages on your personal pages and or sites. Because you may not be able to make it to a show that you want to be able to make it to, and you may have friends who enjoy professional wrestling that don't even know about GCW, whether it be here in Alabama or over in Georgia. And Scotch tape and copies, yeah, I remember those days very well. I used to go out and hit the convenience stores and everywhere I possibly could. And, you know, it's so much easier now. It's copy and paste, or it's click a share button, or copy and paste and go over on Twitter and put it up. Twitter, what a concept. There are some things so many different things going on right now in the studio. It's crazy. Hang on a second. Oh, wait a minute. I'll take this call real quick. And as soon as I get this little button. Like to welcome in GCW Sign Guy, Hot Ice. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Great night. Great to see you last night.
Thank you. It's cool to see y'all.
And, of course, you were on live with JJ Tanner.
How you doing there, Old Spice? My night was going great till you just called in.
What up, dum-dum?
When are you going to come up with some new stuff there, buddy?
Well, there's talking. You're still calling me Old Spice, Old Ice. When you and Mike are going to get some new material?
Well, you going to make some new signs. Please, for the love of God, just make at least one new sign. I think you go and you got this big color copier at your house, and you just keep duplicating those. Just make something new. I do have to commend you, though. I do like your signs. You got a lot of good signs there. I will give that to you. As much as I hate the ones that you say about me and my pillow pet or my carpal tunnel syndrome, or you'll probably have something to do with Just for Men now with your comments from last night. But no, all kidding aside, keep bringing those signs. I'll keep ripping them up. Mike and I will keep ripping them up.
By the way, I have accepted that challenge that Micah said last night. Matter of fact, I already started on them.
How much a year do you spend on poster board and colored markers?
Well, I got a lot of them, trust me.
Do you get a discount? You get like a senior discount?
Oh, foul!
Oh, by the way,
He didn't say no. I guess he does.
No, matter of fact, no. I do have the real story of what happened to your foot.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God, please hear. You and everybody else and their mother has it. Let me hear it.
See, what happened was I heard you was at a certain place. I don't know if I can say the name on radio or not, so I'm not going to take that risk. Anyways, I heard from Miss Frances Hood that last night that you was at some place, and when you was reaching for your, well, I thought it was just for men, but now I understand what it was. It was your colored hairspray that you put in your hair, and you twisted your foot and you fell.
That's the funniest one that I've heard of all of them. I want to know, you heard that from Francis?
Yeah, that's what Miss Francis told me last night.
You're giving out a lot of challenges. I want you to do this for me, okay? I want you to make a challenge by next week. This radio show, please have Francis Hood call in or join chat for GCW Radio. Can you make that happen for me?
Are you sure you want that?
I do want that.
Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Tell Miss Francis Hood, who apparently
That's
screams loud. Do what, Eddie?
That's 2. Remy just posted in the chat room, be careful if you say that name 3 times in the mirror, she'll appear behind you.
Well, good God, I'm glad I don't have a mirror behind me right now.
You and me both.
I have a solid wall. Yeah, I'm good.
Is it padded?
Yeah, it's padded.
There you go. Oh, you're in Mad Dog's old undisclosed location.
Dang, now the cat's out of the bag. Everything is falling back to the...
Ladies and gentlemen, the real J.J. Tanner has been committed. See, I heard something similar yet different. Francis told me a couple of days ago that JJ, actually, what you did, it wasn't you weren't in a location that we can't really mention. You were at Sally Beauty Supply finding the hairspray, and you hit a slick spot of hair conditioner and wiped out and messed your foot up. Can you elucidate, Kimmy? Can you comment on that? Is that true or false?
That is completely false. Both your stories, every other story that's out there is completely false. But God, please keep them coming. I'm loving it.
There you go. Now, actually, last night, Wayne in particular, some of the signs you were pulling out, I was at the broadcast position, and it was all I could do to keep from falling over laughing. And then when Micah came over and tore one sign up, and you pulled out another sign, and it's just like, he came with reloads. That made it on television, by the way.
Actually, I think my bag turned into magic or something, because I think that last sign just disappeared. Until he left, and then it came back.
There you go.
So he was looking through there. He just didn't see it. I don't know what happened.
You know, I'm surprised you haven't got a corporate account set up with Hobby Lobby.
That's what I was first thinking. He has some kind of corporate discount, something. I mean, that's a lot of poster board over the last few years.
It really is. I mean, even Remy's sitting back going, with the rainforest are protesting you, Hot Ice.
Yeah.
I know why you I know why. I've alluded to this before. I know why when you make a lot of comments on my fan page or on the regular Facebook page, you put LOL. It's because you're high from making all those signs being up at night, and you're just laughing. You got all that marker smell.
The ink, or the from the ink, yeah.
Yeah.
Really,
the fumes.
I'm about 3 o'clock a.m. making them, so.
He probably makes his own paint for the markers and stuff in there, too.
Okay. I'm actually going to take something that Remy just said in the chat room and twist it a little bit. I am going to go ahead and ask, Wayne, do you know whether or not that the poster board you're using is eco-friendly? Is it recycled material?
I have no idea.
We're burning down the planet one poster at a time.
That's a lot of posters.
I have to look on the paper next time I see it. Go up there.
I'm taking the risk of almost sounding political, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it anyway. Please address all complaint letters to Who Cares. I think Wayne actually goes through more poster board than the Federal Reserve goes through money. He goes through poster board faster than I go through really bad one-liners.
Keep them coming, Eddie. I know you got a lot of them.
Oh, believe me.
I think the best one last night was when Micah kissed that son of the skunkhead. Micah Skunkhead Taylor's son. He kissed it. Thanks to Shane Fox.
Hot Ice has more pieces of poster board than O'Hagan has ways to talk about himself.
careful. He's driving.
That's
I think they go up anymore.
Look, I have followed him on the roads before. That's a scary thing. The safest place, put it this way, if O'Hagan is driving through the streets in Alabama and you see him driving, just acknowledge this. The safest place that you can be is absolutely in Georgia.
How can you really tell, though, if you're falling behind him? He's so short, his head wouldn't come up over the window where you'd be able to see him.
You said that, I didn't.
That's why I file all complaint letters to I don't care either.
There you go. Who's on first? What's on second? I don't know. Third base. It's amazing what we get away with here on live radio. And and actually, I think we're about to take it to the radio ranch for the night. So, Wayne, I'm going to go ahead and say thank you for calling. Dude, it's always great to hear from you. Are we going to see you this weekend at the State Fair?
Well, I wish we could, but there ain't no way up there that's too far for us. But if nothing don't happen, we'll see you at Pell City.
On September 29th, brother, I'm looking forward to it.
When O'Hagan takes all the gold.
He's got a heavy task in front of him, but by the same token, in defending those titles, Micah Taylor's got a heavy task in front of him, too.
Mm-hmm.
So whichever one comes ready for more heavy lifting will be the one to carry all the gold.
Yep.
Wayne,
I think so. O'Hagan's going to get it right.
You think he is?
Yep. I know he will.
Only time will tell.
Yep.
What makes you think so? Just real quick, what makes you think that he's going to capture it?
Oh, what do I think? The reason why he's going to do it?
Sure.
He beat him last time at the fair. Even though
that was very
Micah
questionable.
Taylor was crying about it, he won.
Wayne is referring to a situation we've discussed here on GCW Radio before. The previous encounter, but one-on-one between O'Hagan and Micah Taylor, O'Hagan did score a 1-2-3 pinfall victory on Micah Taylor. But due to extraneous circumstances, GCW senior official Bernie Kowanowitz basically was forced to change and reverse the decision, awarding the match to Micah Taylor by disqualification. And as you know, well, all things considered, championships don't change hands on disqualifications unless it is previously stipulated and agreed upon to in the contract. So, but from that point when the match was reversed, Micah, of course, was the winner by disqualification, retaining the championships. But, like I said, I actually just watched that match the other night. I have it. The only copy of that match in existence, I have it. The Beyond Ringside cam, GCW cam, was there. And one of these days, probably, and I tell you what, I will get in touch with all parties involved. I will talk to the president of GCW. And I will talk to O'Hagan and Micah and get their official clearance. And if I get permission from all parties concerned to everybody in play, when GCW Radio airs Sunday night, September the 23rd, I will have the video ready to go from that match. If I get permission, I will show it here on the video feed through Ustream on GCW Radio, which will actually be the first time that match has ever been seen. Now, I will let you know this in advance. There was a problem with the camera near the end of the match. That's legit. That's straight up. But other than that, I do have the match almost in its entirety. And if I get permission, Sunday, September 23rd, I will show it here on GCW Radio through the Ustream feed, which will also be available through the YouTube feed as well. So bear with me on that. If everything works out, folks, y'all got it on the 23rd. Mark your calendars on that one. How does that sound to the two of y'all?
That sounds good.
Eddie, you could just... It sounds like you don't have all the footage, so I don't think you should put it up.
And And why do I have a funny feeling it's going to show JJ helping Micah?
No!
Is that why you don't want to show it?
No!
That's what it sounds like.
I was
to
not
me.
helping Micah at all. I was cheering Micah on like I always do.
That's not what O'Hagan showed on one of his videos. It showed you helping.
No, there was nothing clearly seen. You could not see me any way in his video.
So that must have been your twin brother.
Or sister.
Here's what Easy now.
Hey, look, Will Ferrell, you're the one who was calling yourself a male cheerleader a minute ago.
Male cheerleader. You gotta be bringing no sister into this now. Come on. All right. So I got another challenge for you. You Old Ice, need to make a sign for your little warrior O'Hagan that he doesn't need to get himself disqualified in the match at Pell City, along with all your other signs. Just make a sign that makes sure he doesn't get himself disqualified, knowing his past by how he was with the Brotherhood. He needs to keep it straight down the middle. And you don't have to worry about Micah Taylor. He will show O'Hagan how it's done once again, strong style.
Wayne, you accept the challenge?
Yeah, I accept it.
From that vantage point.
I do know O'Hagan is going to be the one getting disqualified if he does. If he don't want to probably going to cheat is probably Micah Taylor. If you know who, with the double J is going to be out there. I know how you are, JJ. I've seen you plenty of times.
No, I can go ahead and tell you this right now. I will break this live on there. If I'm able to be in Pell City that night, I will not be by Micah's side. I will not be out there at the arena. Okay? I'll give you that much. If I'm there, I will either be back in the locker room or I will join Eddie. There. You can all remove all the speculation that you have, okay?
Okay. I have to see it to believe it.
So it's on for the 29th in Pell City then, right?
Yep.
You saw it last night, didn't you? Didn't you, Wayne? You saw it last night? I was on stage. Micah clearly took down Shane Fox with a submission victory.
Yeah, I seen it last night. That was luck.
I was on the stage by Eddie, calling the match.
I still mean this. That was the funniest part when Shane Fox made Micah kiss Micah's Skunk Head Taylor sign. That was the best part.
So you liked that, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. I liked that. That was funny.
We'll be looking forward to seeing you in Pell City there, Old Ice.
Oh, I'll see JJ Dum Dum Tanner.
There you go. I'll tell you what, Wayne, first off, I want to say thank you for calling. It's always great to hear from you. We're about to head it for the Radio Ranch and pop last calls and shameless plugs, but the offer's open. You know the door's always open, man.
Thanks, guys. I'll talk to you later.
You got it.
See you, Dwayne.
GCW sign guy, affectionately known as Hot Ice, right here on GCW Radio. Let's go and start taking it to the ranch. JJ, last call.
As you stated earlier, Eddie, just the events that we've got coming up this week, Phoenix City, state fairs. Looking forward to everybody coming out and supporting GCW, Pro Wrestling, and the Underground. Don't know yet if I will be able to be at any of those events, but I will try my best. But other than that, as far as shameless plugs, follow me on Twitter at RealJJTanner. Facebook, I have the fan page back up. You can just type facebook.com/RealJJTanner, and my regular page. Just look for me, JJ Tanner. But that's it, Eddie. I'm going to turn it back over to you.
Caught me in mid-gulp of my soda-type beverage. The one that Claire Lynch did not put a sedative in. Sorry, Impact reference. Folks, of course, remember, mark your calendars, make your plans this coming Thursday night, September the 6th in Phoenix City, Alabama. Friday and Saturday, the 7th and the 8th.
I just caught your reference.
Oh, okay, thank you. I am not, nor have I ever been pregnant. Okay. Folks, I can speak on behalf of all of us with Global Championship Wrestling. With the exception of Howard Seacross, we've never just allowed an attorney to come from the backstage area down to the ring unescorted. We always have security with that attorney because I'm not dealing with the crap Monday morning. Speaking of Monday morning crap, East. End of discussion. Not going to say it. I'll save that for a face-to-face conversation. From that vantage point, once again, Friday night, September the 7th, and Saturday night, September the 8th, at the Alabama State Fair. Pelham, Alabama, at the Oak Mountain Amphitheater. Looking forward to it. And folks, of course, remember, all roads are going to lead to Pell City, Alabama. Saturday night, September the 29th. Remember, Phoenix City, Thursday night, is going to have an 8 p.m. Eastern bell time. Unless something changes, which we will have everything up on the social media sites and the .com within the next couple of days. Friday and Saturday should have 7:30 p.m. normal start times, maybe 7 o'clock. So definitely keep your eyes open on GCWPro.com and social media sites. Remember, you can reserve seating for our Phoenix City show Thursday, the 6th of September, by sending an email to gcwmedia@yahoo.com or calling 205-567-6482. And our front office will be more than happy to help you. It's what happens when I shotgun a soda-type beverage. It's burp! And, sorry, I had to get that one in. Join us at GCWPro.com, your home for all things Global Championship Wrestling. And from that vantage point, Facebook.com/GCWProWrestling is the fan page. Facebook.com/GCWPro is the friend page. At GCW Wrestling on Twitter. On a personal note, kind of a heavy head day. Couple of things in particular I want to go ahead and say. Number one, for those who have been keeping my family in your thoughts and prayers, greatly appreciated. I did not mention this in the locker room last night, and I'm probably going to get crucified for not doing it. My father had some tests run on him, and this past Friday we got the word that he has shown up positive for prostate cancer. So I'm asking everybody to please keep my father and my family in your thoughts and prayers. It would be greatly appreciated. That's why I didn't lead with something like this. I put it near the end. But, thoughts, prayers, good luck wishes, happy thoughts are all appreciated in more ways than you know. We're going a week from tomorrow to discuss options, but we all believe that we've caught everything soon enough and early enough to where things are definitely going to be positive. So, and for everybody who has caught me on Friday and Saturday night and wondered if I was a little bit distant, that's the real reason why. So, thank you to friends near and close and far and away for understanding and sticking with me. It's been a little bit of a trial the last couple of days, but there are brighter days ahead, and our family will definitely see them. On another, I don't want to say heavy-headed kind of moment, but tomorrow in the Birmingham area, the Birmingham Barons will be taking on the Chattanooga Lookouts at 12:30 p.m. at Regions Park in Hoover, Alabama. The reason why I preface it like that is because of the fact that tomorrow is the last home game of the year, the last game of the year, and our final game at Regions Park in Hoover, Alabama, ending a 25-year relationship between the Birmingham Barons and the city of Hoover and what was then known as the Hoover Met. I've had the honor of being a part of the Barons organization for the last 4 years. God willing, and they invite me to come back, I will be joining them at their new home in 2013 of Regions Field in Birmingham looking forward to it. Like I said, if invited, and if they think they can put up with me for a little while longer, I will definitely consider it an honor to rejoin them for a 5th year. Tomorrow's game is free admission for the Labor Day holiday. And because we know that a lot of hardcore baseball fans are going to be there tomorrow, but also, when you get an opportunity to be a part of a historic day, because when you end a 25-year run at one place, it's kind of a historic moment. So from that vantage point, if you're in the Birmingham Metro, I will be with the Barons tomorrow. I will actually be there in an unofficially official capacity. I'll be working a little bit with Kurt Bloom over on the radio side, 105.5 WERC FM AM. Also be doing some on the field stuff. They're inside the park. So will I be doing the PA work tomorrow? No, but I will be with them definitely in more ways than I've got active brain cells. So if you're in the Birmingham area, check it out tomorrow. Regents Park, Hoover, Alabama. The final game, the curtain call at Regents Park for the Birmingham Barons. From that vantage point, I want to say hello to all my friends over at Papa Sia's in Helena, Alabama. I will see you this coming Wednesday night, 8 o'clock p.m. Friday night, friends and family over at Buffalo Wild Wings in Alabaster, 10 p.m. start time. Looking forward to that as always. 2 great nights. I want to say thank you to Sean O'Brien, to Jonathan, Steve, Josh, Dempsey, Jenny, Michelle, the whole group over at Buffalo Wild Wings in Hoover. We have just recently ended our arrangement right now. Football season has come back in, and with the elevated schedule that the NFL and college football has been putting on Thursdays, that would be pushing our start time way past 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and only give us about 2 hours at the most to be able to do anything. And it's been an amicable parting, and it's not a permanent parting. I will be back with them immediately after football season ends. So once again, there's no, everything was handled beautifully. It was handled professionally, and I stand behind the decision 110%. So to everybody with Buffaloes in Hoover, thank you. It's been an honor. It's been a privilege, and I look forward to working with the Hoover store again, as well as joining up with the new location up in Gardendale when they open their doors in December or early January. So keep your eyes open on my personal social media at Fast Eddie Lane on Twitter, facebook.com/Fast Eddie Lane. And my personal .com will be coming back in the very near future, FastEddieLane.com. It is in a rebuilding phase right now. And also, I'm glad to let everybody know that, and JJ didn't mention this because we haven't had a chance to talk off air yet, JJ Tanner's personal website will be making its debut in the next 2 weeks. So for those who are definitely able to keep their eyes open on JJ Tanner, the real JJ Tanner, the official of the Underground, that website will be up and running with exclusive content in the next 2 weeks. So keep your eyes open. We'll have all the news right here on GCW Radio. Folks, we do this every Sunday night, start time 9 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight Time. And when we go back to Standard Time, it'll still be 9 o'clock Central Time, unless something changes, because you never know what's going to happen. Let me reach over here and hit this little button. And thank you to Creative Commons and open sourcing for royalty free. Oh, wait, let me get the right headset on so I can hear exactly how loud it is right now. Sorry. There's the music. Let me get the right headset. Remember, GCW Radio is a Monitor 4 production in association with Full Range Entertainment, Beyond Ringside Enterprises, Mad Dog Media, and Portlow Media Distribution. For Mad Dog Dan Sawyer. What's up, Mabo?
Nice.
Thank
Hey,
you.
I'm talking on the phone and, oh wait, I just went out of signal.
Yeah, I know.
Damn, T-Mobile.
For Mr. O'Hagan. I'm great. I'm wonderful. I'm going to beat him up.
Oh, I'm just the greatest. Oh, yeah, I'm great. I'm great. Hey. Oh, I don't like JJ Tanner. Hey, I'll get you in a match. I'm going to fight you. Everybody wants behind me.
I hate the fly. We forgot that. Yeah. I had a transfer. For JJ Tanner.
Good night. See you at the next live GCW event.
This is the Magic City Motor Mouth GCW Commissioner Fast Eddie Lane saying until next time, we'll see you Thursday night Phoenix City, Friday and Saturday at the Alabama State Fair, and right back here Sunday night, 9 p.m. Central, as we go ringside and beyond with Global Championship Wrestling.
When planning your next party or special event, insist on the best. 4-Range Entertainment is a